So this is SABAL 20. Basically, it can carry a 20 kg to a 10-kilometer point and at an altitude of 4,000 to 5,000 meters, which translates to around 15,000 feet. So it can cover the areas like Ladakh, Tawang or Galwan clashes, Galwan, and also the Joshimath area. So if you see the design also, it's a very unique design. And I'll come to the benefits of the system, but I'll just first explain the system. So it's basically a tandem helicopter, tandem configuration.
Okay.
The design inspiration has come from the Boeing Chinook helicopter. You might have, a lot of movies have this, use this system called Chinook. So Chinook system, you have two rotors at the end.
ट्रांसपोर्ट वो बड़े-बड़े होते हैं ट्रांसपोर्ट के लिए जिसमें दो रोटर्स होते हैं आगे पीछे.
The biggest transportation helicopter in US Army, US Air Force and Indian Air Force is the Chinook helicopter. It can carry 10 tons.
So this is inspired from Chinook.
Yes.
Okay.
So we actually started working on this design back in 2016 itself in IIT Kanpur before EndureAir started. And then we later adopted that background IP and then commercialized and perfected the solution. So it's an electric powered system first of all, so that you don't need gasoline systems at high altitude. So it's a completely electric powered and it can fly for 1 hour. And it has two rotors at the end and both the rotors are independently controlled. And if you see the angle of these rotors can change. It is very unique system and it is there in all manned helicopters. If you see helicopters, there is a lot of mechanical systems at the rotor. Actually, what it helps for us or for them is also when you increase altitude, your air density gets lower. So you need to have some system in place to counter that rarefaction of air density. Because if you run in sea level, you can run for 10 kilometers. But if you run at high altitudes like Leh, you can't run for 10 kilometers because oxygen is not there for you to breathe.
Right.
Similarly, for the systems, for drones also, you need air. If not oxygen, you need air to push down so that it can lift, right? So the moment air density gets lower, your system falls, gets into it becomes incapable to lift the same capacity. That is what we are countering with this variable pitch mechanism, and this system is inspired from manned helicopters.
Okay.
So we are the first company who are able to merge this design advantage of helicopters and operational advantage of drones. So now we are making helicopter drones, which will be the next generation kind of a thing in the drone technology, and hopefully. We are very confident in the next 5 to 10 years you will see more helicopter drones because this is basically the smartphones of similar to what smartphones were there in the mobile industry. These are the next generation drones.